Hey guys, welcome to my first recipe video. This is Sunny, and I am going to be making a simple low-carb casserole base today. What that means is that it is a base recipe that you are meant to add to. One example of that is you could add mushrooms, olives, red and green peppers, even some pepperoni, anchovies if that's what you like, and you've got a simple breakfast pizza casserole. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that I did was browned up a pound of regular pork sausage. You can use any type of sausage you like. I just happen to have the mild regular on hand. And about halfway through, I added in half of a medium diced onion. You can add in more or less depending on how you like it and what your specific carb needs are. I like to stay as low carb as possible, so I just did half. After that, I added in about 1 cup of shredded cheese. I had sharp cheddar. You can use the kind that's pre-packaged and already done for you if you'd like. That tends to be a little bit higher carb than the block cheese that you do yourself, because they do add something to it to keep it from sticking, and that raises the carb count. But you can use whatever type of cheese you want. Like I mentioned with the pizza, if you did that, you would probably want to do mozzarella. I really like the flavor of sharp cheddar. My kids started distracting me, and I actually forgot to record 2 steps. The first step is I took half a block of cream cheese and I microwaved it for a little bit so that it would be able to be stirred. You can also leave it out overnight or for a couple of hours so that it's room temperature so that it can stir in nicely with 3 tablespoons of mayo. That gives you a nice little tang, and the cream cheese just gives you a little bit of creaminess that's really nice in a casserole. Usually with like a dinner casserole, you might use a creamy soup base. So for this, we're going to use cream cheese because it's breakfast. And all I did is kind of plopped that on top using a spoon and spread it out a tiny bit. It's going to melt and it's going to like gooey into everything else, so don't be too meticulous about it. Just get it kind of spread out on top of the sausage and you'll be good. And then after that, I took 8 eggs and I beat them really well with 1 tablespoon of water before I poured it on top of the cream cheese and the sausage. So this is what that looks like and what it looks like right before it goes in the oven. Now if you were adding in other things like the olives or pepperoni, any of that stuff to make it a different type of casserole, you'd probably want to do it before you did the eggs. The eggs should be the last thing unless you also want to top it with some cheese, and then that would be your last item. And this is what it looks like fresh out of the oven. I would recommend that you wait, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes or so to let it cool down a little bit. I'm trying to cut it right out of the oven, and you'll notice that it's still a little tiny bit runny. The eggs are completely done, and that runniness will go away as it sits. It needs to sit and cool down a little bit. By allowing it to cool, it will firm up. It's still hot in this picture, and so my eggs aren't quite sitting the way that they should. But I'll go ahead and add in the picture that I used for the whatever that little picture is called, the little picture at the beginning. I'll add that back here so that you can see what the final product looks like. I hope that you guys try it and that you enjoy it. It's one of my favorite recipes and definitely one of my go-to for low carb. And I'm hoping to get over my camera shyness, and I'm actually going to record my week 1 weight loss video back to low carb after having a baby. So if I can get over the camera shyness, I will see you then. Bye.